Here's another piece. I don't do any investing stuff. You know, I subscribe to one investment newsletter, which is the Aden Report, or the Aden Forecast, ADEN Forecast, which I've found to be useful. And I love to read the Fly's blog over at ibankcoin.com just because it's hysterical. He's a day trader, so I don't do what he does. But it's just fun to read. And in today's blog, he says, what's the point? And he says, I could sit here and wax poetic about the virtues of owning XYZ stock, how gold, bonds, and stocks all make sense, and how Portuguese and Irish borrowing costs are supposed to be at 0%, but I'd be lying. He said, I see what's going on, the utter despair out there. He's talking about the stock market. Keep in mind, this is where Republicans want you to put your money instead of Social Security. This is a guy who is a stockbroker, and now he's a professional day trader and one of the more prominent bloggers on how to pick stocks, right? He says, I see what's going on. The utter despair out there. Good folks chasing bad ideas down the sewer hole into the jaws of alligators. I see it all. It's important that you know that I am in a constant state of cynicism and rage, upset with the world for being so great yet so utterly dumb. The market is a profound place to lose fortunes at breakneck speeds. The longer I play this game, the less I want to own small-cap stocks. It's the lure of elephantine profit that keeps me coming back like a crack fiend loitering about the old crack house. This is what we're all supposed to do with our time, right? He says, what we have here is a chimerical, as in chimera, right? Concoction of deadly ingredients wreaking havoc with the minds of cocaine-addled money managers. They look at the negative yields and think, what the hell? Then they look at, actually, he's more obscene than I will say on the air. Then they look at oil collapsing and do a few lines of blow, tweaked out and losing money. Paranoid as crap. These coxcombs are now frantically selling crap twice, thinking about their $20,000 monthly mortgage and nut that these middle-class people want to throw pitchforks through the heads of every single trader on Wall Street. This is the ultimate game of fear and greed. And now that there are a lot of greedy blankers betting on final collapse, clamoring for starvation, and homeless children forced into work camps by government or overlords, Mad Max is coming and he's pissed off. Then again, markets are within an earshot of 52-week highs. Gents are generally rich as blank, discussing underwear on first-rate financial blogs for reasons unknown to me. You really want to wander into this land? Take the Republicans' advice. Throw away your Social Security. Or your unemployment benefits. There's another brilliant piece over at MediaMatters.org. The headline, this is Rachel Calvert's research, headline, right-wing media used flawed study to attack unemployment benefits. Last night I had a couple of conservatives on my TV show, and we raised the fact that John Boehner cut off long-term unemployment benefits the week after Christmas a year ago. 13 months ago now. And they said, oh, but look at, immediately unemployment went down because all those people went back to work. Well, no. Turns out the NBER, which is a federal bureau, the National Bureau of Economic Research, put together a working paper, and the co-author of it comes out and says, oh, no, that's not what we're saying. Dean Baker comes out and he says similar research found that shortening the length of beneficiary receiving unemployment insurance had little impact on employment growth. But this is the new talking point. Throw people off unemployment and they'll find a job. Well, maybe some will. They'll certainly get frantic. But what was apparently happening is throw people off unemployment, and instead of holding out for a $10 or $11 or $12 or $15 an hour job, or maybe the $40 or $50 an hour job that they're qualified for when they got their degree, or when they spent 30 years in the workplace learning how to be a really good tool and die maker, instead of that, throw them off unemployment, and they'll go get a $7.25 an hour job, and suddenly the unemployment statistics look better. Is that America? Really?